Hello and welcome to another update video about MATIC. MATIC is currently trading at around 122. We're about to possibly take out the Sunday swing high that formed around $1.24, $1.25. Still a bullish chart, just moving in quite choppy structures here to the upside. It would be ideal if had we already started here this third wave there to the upside. We're going to talk about that in this video. It is a bullish chart. Hasn't really gone parabolic yet, but it has definitely the potential to do so. What I don't like is sort of what happens here at the moment, but sometimes due to correlations with other cryptos, or specifically with Bitcoin, sometimes those altcoin structures are a little bit choppy. Okay, so don't necessarily always expect a perfect answer on the micro or nano levels. Sometimes it just doesn't exist. But for now, the overall upside here is not broken. In fact, it's actually forming higher highs and higher lows. And in this video, we want to talk about the upside targets and then the relevant support levels that need to hold to keep the overall upside expectation alive. So when we zoom out a little bit, the idea is that this here was an initial 1-2 setup. This wave 2 bottomed around the 23rd of January. Then basically we're now in this larger degree third wave, which ideally reaches $2.41 plus, so ideally higher than that. In this wave 3, obviously we should also get 5 waves. The microstructure is unfortunately not clean at all, not what we've got here. So anyway, my best interpretation is that we have seen a wave 1 and a wave 2, and we could now be in the third wave. Then there should be a 4 and a 5. So basically a third of a third wave is unfolding right now, then a 4-5. We're still in the third of a third wave. I'm not very confident about this, I have to say that as well, and I will explain to you why. In an alternative interpretation, the wave 2 here in yellow is still unfolding. So that the 1-2, 1-2 setup is still unfolding. Well, the first 1-2 is done, the second 1-2 is still unfolding. I'm fairly neutral about it. It's best to just focus on the levels, understand that if certain levels hold, we can just go higher more directly. In a scenario like this, where we have two bullish scenarios, one allows for a deeper pullback, one for more aggressive upside. Tactics, very, very straightforward. As we go higher, taking some partial profits in the key pivot areas. If we go lower, adding. Okay, very, very simple and straightforward, very relaxed way of trading. It is not anymore a time where we say, okay, we've got one bearish, one bullish count. No, on the MATIC chart, we have two bullish ones. One allows for a deeper pullback. Very simple and a great position to be in. So if we now go to the 1 hour chart, you see the problem I have with this chart maybe. We talk about that now. So in a more aggressive bullish scenario, the wave 2 bottomed here on the 5th of March. And we're basically now moving up in a third wave here. This third wave, basically as a guideline, should reach $1.71. Higher prices are always possible. In this scenario, we're basically dealing with a 1-2, maybe another 1-2 setup. I don't know what this is. This is unclear to me what this is. Okay, so I need more clarity, but that also doesn't matter. We don't need to know what this is. We will only know afterwards probably, but that doesn't really matter, because we know the key invalidation points. So there is a chance that we are in a more direct move to the upside to $1.71. To be fair, circle wave 3 actually should reach, what did we say? 1 second. Yeah, circle wave 3 should reach $1.47 plus. Then we should get a wave 4 pullback and a wave 5. Minimum target here for circle wave 3 is $1.43. It's just not moving up impulsive enough for me to really be very confident about the idea that wave 2 bottomed. The problem is, this wave 2 was very shallow. Okay, granted, that sometimes happens in bullish markets, and also very short in duration, and the move up looks a bit choppy. Have some overlap here, which isn't great, and we only had 3 waves up in the last rally. So it's some kind of a messy thing. There is an alternative I want to talk about as well, but in this count, as long as we're holding the $1.165 level, 1.165, which is today's low, the focus can be on higher. Okay, if we break below that level, the invalidation point for the white count is at $1.10. So that means, translated in simple words, a break below 1.165 would be a first indication of a top of sorts in place, whereas it would be confirmed with a break below $1.10. Would that be bearish? No, it wouldn't be bearish. in this scenario, yeah, we would say that possibly what we've done here was just an extension in wave 1, and we get a wave 2 pullback afterwards, and I would have to adjust the support area then. Yeah. Basically, because this is very choppy, okay, and it looks maybe a bit like a diagonal pattern, like an ending diagonal that could end this 5-wave move to the upside. But it's already very long, this wave 1. Yeah, so we would then basically, if this $1.10 level breaks, we're going to watch the yellow support zone, which I'm now going to adjust based on the latest high. Yeah, this would be relevant in case we get a deeper wave 2 pullback. So, okay, so you know, I think it's wise to be fairly neutral about both of them. As I said, from a tactical point of view, it's very simple. If we go up higher more directly, you know, regular profit taking has to be the strategy. Okay, if you're not positioned yet, that's a different problem. Then you have to think about what that means for your portfolio. But ideally, people or traders used the support zones that we communicated in recent months. There were many here that I took off the chart because we don't need them anymore. I just leave the main one on the chart because they might still be relevant. And I will probably take it off at some point. But ideally, everybody's positioned, okay, and therefore pullbacks, because it's the bullish structure, pullbacks can be used for opportunities to find positions. If there is no pullback, fair enough. If you're happy with your position, just let it run and just manage risk. So it's actually fairly straightforward, especially if both counts are bullish. It now takes a break below 78.5 cents to make me interpret this chart as more bearish. But for now, no change. Okay, so this is the main support area. And I think what I would like to see is further upside in a more directly bullish count, because, see, this move down was in 3 waves. Okay, that keeps the door open for higher. This move up is in 3 waves. Okay, so that keeps the door open for lower. This move up here between the Friday low and the Sunday high was in 3 waves. That's not great, doesn't really fit into the idea of a 3rd wave. Then I have to say though, sometimes microstructures in crypto just aren't clear, okay? There are many, I mean, I can give you a count, but you know, for the micro count, but it's not helpful because there are too many options. So it's about waiting for clarity. The chart is fairly clear overall, and I don't think we need to put something on the chart here. The levels are clear, and I would like to see over the coming weeks and months further upside for MATIC. If we don't get it, then we have a first support area to watch. Below that support area, yeah, that's when the thesis changes about MATIC, but then we can still explore if this wave 2 is still unfolding. So there are many alternative bullish counts that could come into play here, which all gives confidence into the overall bullish trend. That's my update about MATIC. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.